Namaste. Welcome you all for the day 2 of workshop on women's wellness through yoga. Today we will look at what women should do during their menstrual cycles, especially those 3 to 5 days. And irrespective of whether there are any problems, because many women face the problems during the menstrual cycles. One of the common problems is the abdominal cramps, fatigue, bloating, and some women can face problems of excess bleeding, some maybe scanty bleeding, that is menorrhagia, metrorrhagia. So what is good to do during the period's time? Also to get relief from some of the associated problems like fatigue in the legs and migraine headaches, kind of thing, headaches, nausea. So how to handle such situations? Towards that, what every woman should do during the menstrual cycles, that's what is the topic of today. However, these things can be done by even others at any other time, because most of what you are going to see today is something that is going to relax the body-mind complex. So during periods, it's good to start if you have a chair like this, some simple stretchings can be done, and we will see a couple of them. Even if you have a plastic chair or a dining table chair, that will help. So we'll start with some simple stretchings that you could do. And to stand upright, I suggest that you have a blanket and some sort of a pillow, which will also help to do some of the postures. So first thing is stand upright with the chair to your right side, and then stretch your right leg to the right side, stretch the toes, pull the kneecap, and stand upright. This gives a mild opening to the pelvis and also helps the muscles of the legs and the thighs to get a mild stretch. Breathe at ease. Breathe abdominally, but don't put any pressure on the abdomen. While exhaling, you should not contract it too much. Then keep the right leg down. Then do on the other side. Turn to the other side. Then left leg up. Stretch the heel. Pull the kneecap. Ensure that you don't turn the pelvis. Keep the pelvis in balance. Keep on pulling the kneecap. And stay there with slow breathing for about 30 seconds. Both legs have to be straight. Then slowly bring the leg down. Now stand facing the chair. Because for some women, the usual way of, training the core muscles by pressing the legs, etc., may not really be comfortable. Therefore, this is the way to start. Now stand facing the chair and then rise your right leg up, pull the kneecap, stretch the toes, and stand upright. You have to stretch the toes towards the knee and pull the kneecap towards the hips. They are very essential. And this height, just the height of the chair would do. You don't have to unnecessarily increase the range. Keep the right leg down. Then change. Left leg up. Pull the kneecap, stretch the toes. Chest and navel up. Pull the kneecaps. Okay, left leg down. Now just sit on the chair. Comfortably. Sit at the edge. Chest and navel up. Look forward. Now hold the seat of the chair. Open the shoulders. Stretch the trunk slightly up. Look forward. And tighten the muscles of the arms. And feel the chest and the scapulae, because this is also stretching the chest is very important because sometimes there could be feeling of some sort of a heaviness or tightness in that region during the menstrual cycle, so that could possibly help such situations. Breathe at ease, stretch well, look forward, press the feet, and then slowly relax. The next we can do is a very, very mild twist, twisting with the chair. Perhaps we can see from here. You have to sit upright, and then from left hand, lock your right knee. From right hand, hold the top of the chair. Just gently twist. You don't have to be forceful. Just enough to ease the stiffness in the back. Feel the abdomen and pelvis as you inhale and exhale. Slowly come up and then change. Right palm against the left knee. From left hand, hold the top of the chair and just gently twist. So these kind of supports are very, very useful. This is one of the greatest contributions of my Guru, Padma Vibhushan Yogacharya B.K. Iyengar, introduction of props. to do the yoga asanas. Good. Slowly come up. Now we will look at some of the supported forward bends, which are very, very crucial for women, especially during the menstrual cycles, for which we use a chair and rest a blanket or towel on the seat of the chair, and then some pillow, to sit upright, because hips on the pillow, legs down. This would greatly help the pelvis to get better spacing. So without this, you see, you will sit like this, and to pull it up, if you do not have good amount of training, that also can cause some strain. So you tend to sit like this, hunching the back, which is very, very unhealthy posture, especially during menstrual cycles, because on the uterus you will find a lot of pressure. If you want to relieve that, you have to sit hips on the bolster, and pelvis is at an angle. So now it helps that healthy angle so that there is no pressure on the abdomen and the pelvis. And keep it at a comfortable distance, chest and navel up. So this is Swastikasana, cross-legged posture. What you have to do is you have to keep the stretch as it is. Rest the forehead on the edge of the seat, whether on the towel or a blanket. So stretch, bend forward. You have to rest the region between the eyebrows, no pressure on the eyes, and then just relax the arms on the chair. Stretch the trunk. Breathe normally. Breathe abdominally. Ensure to stretch your trunk, and relax especially the region of the neck and the throat. All the supported forward bends will help you to relax, and especially for women who have episodes of headache, nausea, this is good. And for reducing the abdominal cramps, this is quite useful. You can stay for 3 to 5 minutes with slow breathing, and then slowly come up. So in this class we are going to cover many other forward bends, but even if you cannot do everything, some of it you can choose and stay longer time. Here, with an intention to show various postures, we may not be staying for a long time, but in your day-to-day practice you can adopt this. Then one of the most important things to do is to sit in Baddha Konasana. Join the feet, knee down and sit upright. So this is a very, very important posture. Even just sitting like this would greatly help the pelvic floor muscles and in general the pelvis. So you have to stretch the trunk up. So that is possible when you are sitting at height. And breathe very comfortably, slowly, naturally. And generally, you must also ensure that you remain calm, because what happens is during the menstrual cycles, the two big hormones, estrogen and progesterone, their levels go down. So this induces some emotional challenges also to women. So it's very important to do some of these yogic practices so that that chemical change can be easily absorbed by the methods of these postures and some of the breathing techniques. Now from here, stretch the trunk, bend forward onto the chair. If you cannot bend this much, then you can draw the chair a little more closer and keep a couple of more support on the chair. So increase that height so that you can comfortably rest the forehead, and you have to keep the eyes closed. So this Baddha Konasana and their variations is a real boon to all women, not only during the menstrual cycles, even otherwise. Good. Slowly come up. I would say these things have to be done for a little more longer time. Then sit upright in Swastikasana. All the supported forward bends, one is that you are stretching the trunk so that that itself will help. That good stretch itself will positively change the chemistry of the system. And when you rest the forehead and relax, especially this region, the junction of the throat, they will help to calm down. Okay, they all boost the parasympathetic system. So next one is simply stretch the legs and fold them sideways. This is Virasana. Fold them sideways. So hips on the bolster or a pillow, legs to the side, sit upright. This is also an excellent posture to remove the fatigue in the legs. Generally, because of the altered chemistry in the body, legs can have fatigue, and especially for women who have excess bleeding, this problem can get amplified. So if they sit in this posture, the fatigue in the legs could greatly be decreased. Now, spread the knee little apart, chest develop. This is again another forward bend, chest develop, then slowly bend forward, rest the forehead, stretch the trunk. Depending upon your flexibility, you can alter the supports in the sense if you are not able to bend the legs with this height, you can increase the height. And even in resting the forehead, you can increase the height by keeping more blankets or towels. What is important is you should comfortably rest the forehead. There should be no tension in the junction of the throat. Relax your tongue, nose, throat, and the jaws. Now slowly come up, sit upright, and keep the legs, take them forward in cross-legged position. So these are simple forward bends which could help during the menstrual cycles. It keeps you calm and well composed. Also boosts the energy. Next we will see a couple of postures to actually stretch very mildly, of course, very mildly, the pelvis and the abdomen, because abdominal cramps are something very common, and also the feeling of bloating. So for that, what you could do is, if you have access to a bolster like this, a cotton studded bolster, which will be very, very useful. Even if you don't have, just keep a couple of regular pillows. That will also help you. And sit in this cross-legged posture. Pull the bolster closer and then slowly recline Don't make the bolster too high to avoid any um, pressure on the low back. It should be very mild. In fact, if you don't have anything, you can simply lie down in Supta Swastikasana, even without the bolster. Yeah, just by virtue of the orientation of the pelvis, you will experience a mild stretch. That will also help you. Then simply take both hands up and relax. You don't have to stretch the arms. It is just to ensure that there is a soothing stretch for your pelvis and abdomen. And you can keep a small neck pad, which can be a folded blanket or a towel. Stay with slow, steady breathing. So there are various other variations for this that are possible. Okay, gently press the palms slowly. Come up, be seated upright. Now we are going to do one simple breathing technique called the Ujjayi Pranayama, which is very, very helpful in multiple ways. Ujjayi means it gives, it is named so because it gives that sense of victory, a sense of victory, or that delightfulness to the mind. It is also very good for your lungs. So procedure is very, very simple. You have to sit upright, palms facing upwards, tip of the thumb and ring finger in contact. Gently close your eyes. Watch your breathing. Slowly inhale. The abdominal cavity expands. Slowly exhale. Abdominal cavity contracts. Simple abdominal breathing. Typically 4 seconds inhalation, 6 seconds exhalation. This breathing, where we bring the breathing rate to about 6 cycles per minute, has several implications, positive implications. Breathe slowly, steadily. Now, Contract the muscles around the voice box or the pit of the throat. You have to slightly constrict the muscles there so that the air tube gets constricted, and then slowly inhale and exhale as you are doing, and listen to that soothing sound of the breath. Breathe with awareness. If possible, take the chin to the chest without collapsing the chest. Take the chin to the chest and keep the constriction of the region around the voice box, and then breathe slowly, steadily. This pranayama should be done at least for 10 minutes to be very effective. So this is also a mood lifting pranayama. And this slow breathing helps in calming the mind, and with a calm mind, some of the problems that women encounter during the menstrual cycles can greatly reduce, because many of these irregularities or problems can have stress as the origin. Therefore, it is very important to keep the mind calm. Right, now just be relaxed, be seated upright, keep the eyes closed. You will just do a simple meditation where you just scan your body mentally. What is important is that be aware of your posture. I will tell you what you have to watch. And as you are watching, Be aware, be present. Some other thoughts could come. You must identify the thought. Don't react to the thought. Again, come back to body awareness or postural awareness. That's all what you need to do. So we must tame the mind to be calm. Keep your eyes closed. Watch your toes. Watch your feet. Feel the arches of the feet, the heel, the top of the feet, the ankle joints. Feel the legs from ankle to the knee, the shaft kind of a structure, the calf muscles. Now become aware of your knee joints, both the knees. Just pay attention. This particular meditation you can do even sitting on a chair, but you have to sit upright. Now watch both the thighs from knee to the hips. Thigh muscles, fairly bulky muscles. Feel them. If there is any pain or stiffness, just feel. Then feel the buttocks. Feel the root of the thighs. Now feel the pelvic cavity where all the urogenital organs are located. Just feel them with a sense of gratitude. Feel them as though you are saying a thank you to your own system. Feel also the region of the tailbone and the sacrum, that flatty bone just below your low back. Then feel your abdominal cavity, all your digestive system is located. The liver, spleen, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, the spleen, the gallbladder. Then watch the diaphragm. It's a membranous kind of muscle which separates the abdominal cavity from the chest cavity. A major muscle of the breathing. You can feel its movement as you inhale and exhale. Then feel the chest cavity, the ribs. Inside is the lungs and the heart. Feel the lower back, upper back. Feel your shoulder complex, shoulder joints, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrist, palms. fingers, fingertips. From fingertips again, the palms, the wrists, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder joints, shoulder complex. Feel the throat and the neck. Become aware of your facial muscles and organs, the chin, the cheeks, the lips, the gums and the teeth, the tongue. Feel your cheeks, feel the ears, feel the region below the eyes, feel your nose, feel the nasal cavities, feel both the eyes, become aware of the eyes. Very soft, gently closed, feel the eyelids, eyebrows, the temples, the forehead, feel the entire skull cavity. So if you are able to feel this posture unhindered, with not much thoughts or no thoughts, that is actually the mindful meditation or meditating with presence of mind. This greatly helps you during the menstrual cycles in transitioning very smoothly, especially for working women, or any women who have to go out and work or study, whatever. For them, this meditation with awareness greatly helps. Now join the palms in salutation. Let's offer our prayers to Sage Patanjali. Inhale. Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Chavaidhyakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Hari Om Shubhamast.